Can you see me? Do you notice that I'm lurking here inside? Fighting demons with no place to run or hide. If I sometimes seem insane, can you see or feel my pain? If I only knew the way to share your smile, I'd walk a mile. With a degree, I want to use in music. I mean, music has been my passion. I know I need to find the way to rise above. It's the best way of just expressing who you are. The love I have to love. This is really how I can tell people how I'm feeling. For your hand, will you try to understand? What I'm best at is doing music, expressing myself through that, inspiring others. I'd walk a mile.
Called Wrote This Song For You, and I'm so proud to debut it here at Cleveland. So everybody come on up.
Inspiring others is what Alex Hale does through his work with Autism Speaks, except Alex doesn't speak, he sings.
My life's an endless journey, my guide has been my song. I never shy from challenges, stumbling happily along. And love's a destination that leads from me to you. Close your eyes and hear my heart, every word I sing is true.
Whether he's performing in front of live audiences, like at this walk for autism awareness,
I'm a traveler in the darkness on a road that has no bounds.
or singing in music videos, including one for his song, Into the Light. Music is how Alex shares his message about living with autism.
Like a spell magicians say, to clear away the clouds of doubt, so I can find my way into the light, so my spirit can fly free, where I can finally tame at last the storm inside of me. The way I see it is that autism is a social disorder. And I want people to understand through the way I'm performing is that this is my social life to you. This is the way I'm telling you who I am. I may not be able to say it, standing in front of you, not performing on stage face to face in a regular conversation. But when I'm up there, by the time I'm done, you're going to say, I get who he is.
I just knew that there was something different.
Alex's mom, Karen, knew her son was different starting when he was just a year old.
Alex loved being around people, but when you take him out and be around people, the noise would affect him. He'd want to be in outdoor spaces, but then he would cover his ears, like the noise was deafening to him. He would want to be around other kids, but he couldn't take more than one or two kids around him. And so he would get all excited about wanting to do normal things, but then as soon as he would be doing those normal things, he would shut down, he'd go into meltdown.
By the time Alex was in first grade, Karen and her husband were told they needed to see the school psychologist.
And the first thing they said was, has anybody ever told you that your child was autistic?
And as Alex got older, things didn't get better.
First of all, becoming an adolescent and the hormones kicking in, his meltdowns became even greater. And then he became picked on because the kids understood how vulnerable he was, and he became bullied. It was tough, real tough.
But she discovered her son had a special gift. and school youth choir became Alex's safe haven during those tough times.
Friends of his in elementary school realized that he had a great voice, and he all of a sudden decided that he enjoyed singing.
I'm a soldier in a battle, trapped inside my head. How I wish my world were different, dancing through my life instead.
And the more Alex sang about overcoming the challenges of autism, the more Autism Speaks wanted him to share his story. Recently, he appeared on the web show Autism Live.
Alex, thank you for joining us. Tell us about, first of all, what message do you hope to get across to people through your career now as a singer?
The whole message of all this is that when I was younger, a lot of people told me I wouldn't be doing anything with my life. I'd be lucky to graduate high school and college, that my future was in a halfway house. That's what people were telling me my entire life. The message I send across with my music is that very simple. Anything is possible. The initiative I'm doing is called My Impossible Dream.
My Impossible Dream is a campaign Alex and his family just kicked off to get him in front of as many people and groups as possible to share the message in his music.
So that within 14 to 16 months, we can have a CD that will come out that will be all of his original music, and that CD will bring back money for Autism Speaks.
The big thing is that it seems lofty of, creating an album, performing in multiple cities, and then ending up in Times Square.
We would love that in 14 to 16 months, when that CD comes out, that he will conclude on Times Square, and either Good Morning America or the Today Show will have him there identifying live that this is what America needs to see, and America needs to embrace us, because autism is not going away.
But to get to Times Square, Alex turned to his uncle, musician Joel Moss, to produce songs like Walk a Mile that he would practice in his living room before performing on stage.
Can you see me? Do you notice that I'm looking here inside? Fighting demons with no place to run or hide. If I sometimes seem insane, can you see or feel my pain? If I only knew the way to share your smile, I'd walk a mile.
If the numbers are true and 1 out of every 4 males are on the spectrum, that's a lot of people out there that need to be understood, that need to develop their passions, that need to be able to get into the workforce and do what they are capable of doing, and not being told by somebody that the best you'll ever do is live in a halfway house and push a broom.
My whole purpose of everything I do with my music is to show everybody that it doesn't matter what you are, it doesn't matter what people say you're going to be, it all depends on what you want to be and how hard you work at it. And that's the message I try to get across.
So, Alex Hale continues using his passion for a greater purpose, to show people, despite living with autism, anything that seems impossible is possible.
Walk a mile, walk a mile, take a chance and walk a mile in my shoes. Thank you guys very much for having me tonight.
I'm Lorna Barrett with News for Your Soul.
Hale to give you all my updates from my Autism Speaking, where I'm going to be, any new be seeing you guys in the near future. Go to the walks here in Cleveland. I believe that is September 14th at Progressive Field. You will see me there performing live. That is 100% confirmed. So